What if money wasn't something you had to chase? What if it was something you could attract, simply by changing the way you think? Most people spend their entire lives working hard, grinding every day, believing that effort alone is the path to financial freedom. Yet even with all that effort, they never quite reach the level of wealth they dream of. So, the question is, why do some people seem to attract money easily, while others constantly struggle, despite working even hard? The answer may lie in something deeper than education, background, or opportunity. It lies in the mind. According to Joseph Murphy, one of the most influential thinkers in the field of self-development, money is not earned through struggle. It is drawn to you by the power of your thought. The ideas you hold, the beliefs you repeat, and the images you feed your subconscious mind, all of these shape your financial reality. Murphy famously said, "You are what you think all day long." This means if your mind is constantly focused on lack, fear, or doubt, that's exactly what you'll continue to experience. But if your thoughts are aligned with abundance, confidence, and wealth, then money begins to show up in unexpected ways. This concept may challenge everything you've been taught about success and money, but it could also open the door to a completely new way of living. If you're willing to let go of old beliefs and embrace a different way of thinking, you might just discover that the secret to attracting money has been inside you all along. Stay with me until the end, and you'll learn how to reprogram your mind and shift your reality. Starting today. Joseph Murphy was a man whose teachings transformed the lives of millions. Born in 1898 in Ireland, he was raised in a deeply religious environment, and later moved to the United States, where he began exploring the connections between faith, science, and the human mind. Over time, his curiosity turned into a lifelong mission to understand the deeper forces that shape our lives, especially the power of the subconscious mind. Though he studied many religions and philosophies, Murphy believed that the real power of transformation lay not in rituals or doctrines, but in the thoughts we hold and the beliefs we accept as truth. His journey led him to become a minister and a prolific author, delivering lectures and writing books that combine spiritual wisdom with practical techniques. He wasn't interested in abstract theories, he wanted to help people create real change. His most famous work, The Power of Your Subconscious Mind, became a worldwide bestseller, and remains one of the most influential self-help books of all time. In it, he explained how the subconscious mind acts like a silent partner in everything we do. Whether we're aware of it or not, it accepts our repeated thoughts and beliefs as instructions, shaping our behavior, our emotions, and even our circumstances. One of the key themes in Murphy's teachings was the relationship between the mind and money. He believed that wealth is not just a physical reality, but a mental and spiritual state. People struggle financially not because of a lack of opportunities, but because of mental blocks and limiting beliefs. His philosophy was a powerful blend of spirituality, psychology. Joseph Murphy believed that money is not just something external, it is a reflection of your internal state. The financial reality you experience is directly shaped by the thoughts and beliefs you hold deep within your mind. Most people think money comes from work, chance, or connections. But Murphy taught that the root of all wealth is in your own consciousness. If your dominant thoughts are centered around lack, debt, or fear, then you unconsciously create situations that match those thoughts. But if your mind is filled with thoughts of prosperity, ease, and abundance, you naturally begin to attract experiences that align with wealth. Money is a result, not a cause. It is a byproduct of your inner world. If you think like a poor person, you will remain poor, no matter how hard you work. If you begin to think like a wealthy person, calm, confident, generous, and focused, you begin to shift your energy toward prosperity. This is not fantasy or wishful thinking. It is the law of the subconscious mind. Your thoughts plant seeds, your beliefs water them. Over time, those seeds grow into the reality you live every day. Murphy emphasized that your subconscious mind does not argue. It accepts whatever you repeatedly tell it. If you say, "I can never get ahead," your subconscious will ensure that becomes your truth. But if you say, "Money flows to me in expected and unexpected ways," it begins to reorganize your circumstances to make that statement true. This is why it's so important to take control of your inner dialogue. The words you say to yourself matter. They become commands to the most powerful force you have, your subconscious. He also introduced the concept of the mental equivalent. If you want wealth, you must first build the mental equivalent of wealth. That means thinking like a wealthy person, feeling the emotions that wealth brings, and acting as if abundance is already yours. This doesn't mean spending recklessly or pretending. It means shifting your mindset to one of confidence, gratitude, and possibility. Many people believe they'll feel abundant once they have money, But Murphy reversed that idea. He said you must feel abundant first, and then the money will come. This flips the common logic, but it's a powerful shift. When you feel wealthy inside, you make better decisions. You take bold actions, and you attract opportunities with ease. The difference between scarcity and abundance begins in thought. Scarcity says there's not enough. Abundance says there's more than enough, and I can have it too. Murphy taught that aligning yourself with abundance begins by releasing fear, letting go of envy, and trusting that the universe is rich beyond measure. Money is not reserved for a special few. It is a form of energy, available to all who are mentally aligned with it. In summary, money is not outside you. It begins within. Change your thoughts, and you change your financial reality. That is the core of Joseph Murphy's message. Joseph Murphy didn't just speak in theory. He offered practical steps to help people reprogram their subconscious and attract money into their lives. His techniques were simple but powerful, designed to shift your mental state from lack to abundance. The first and most important method he emphasized was visualization. Visualization means creating clear mental images of the life you want to live. If you want to attract money, begin by imagining yourself already living in financial freedom. Picture the home you desire, the peace of mind you feel, the freedom to make choices without worry. The clearer and more emotional your mental image, the stronger the signal you send to your subconscious. Murphy taught that your subconscious responds best to repetition and emotion. So it's not enough to think about wealth once. You must see it, feel it, and believe it every day. Alongside visualization, affirmations are a key part of Murphy's teaching. An affirmation is a positive statement repeated often enough to become a belief. Phrases like "I am wealthy," "money flows to me effortlessly," or "I am a magnet for financial abundance" are not just words. They are tools that rewire your subconscious. When spoken with conviction and consistency, these statements begin to override old limiting beliefs. Repeating affirmations first thing in the morning and before sleep is especially powerful, as the mind is most receptive during those times. Murphy also stressed the power of gratitude. Most people only feel grateful after they receive something. But to attract money, he taught that you must feel gratitude in advance. Thank the universe for the wealth that's already on its way. Say thank you for the money you expect to receive. Gratitude creates a powerful emotional frequency that draws more of what you appreciate into your life. When you focus on lack, you get more lack. When you focus on gratitude, you attract more to be grateful for. Another essential principle is to let go of the how. Many people block their own prosperity by trying to control the path money must take. Murphy said, your job is not to figure out the method, your job is to believe and expect the result. Trust that the subconscious and the universe will find the fastest, best way to deliver what you need. Letting go of the need to control allows space for miracles, synchronicities, and unexpected opportunities. He also advised people to watch their feelings. If you affirm abundance but feel fear, doubt, or unworthiness, your emotional state will cancel out your worth. That's why emotional alignment is critical. It's not just about thinking wealthy thoughts. It's about feeling the emotions that match those thoughts. Calm, joy, confidence, and trust are emotional signals that align with prosperity. Murphy also believed in sleeping with a goal in mind. Just before you drift off, impress your subconscious with a clear, positive thought about money. For example, you can say, wealth is flowing into my life now. As you fall asleep, your conscious mind relaxes, and your subconscious becomes open. This is the perfect time to plant seeds of abundance. These techniques, visualization, affirmations, gratitude, emotional alignment, and bedtime suggestions, are not complicated, but they require consistency. The subconscious mind is shaped over time, through repetition and belief. As you continue to feed it new instructions, it begins to reflect those ideas in your outer world. Joseph Murphy believed that anyone can attract money, not by chasing it, but by becoming a person who naturally draws it in. Through these simple, focused practices, you can shift your mindset, align with abundance, and begin to experience financial change from the inside out. One of the biggest barriers to attracting money is the presence of deep, hidden mental blocks. These blocks often take the form of limiting beliefs. Thoughts like money is the root of all evil, rich people are greedy, or I don't deserve to be rich. These beliefs may not always be conscious, but they shape the way we think, feel, and act around money. If your subconscious holds a negative image of wealth, it will always push money away, no matter how much you consciously desire it. Most of these limiting beliefs are not created by choice. They are inherited from childhood, shaped by our upbringing, religion, culture, and the messages we heard growing up. Maybe you were told that money is hard to get, that wanting more is selfish, or that only dishonest people become rich. Over time, these ideas become part of your inner programming, accepted as truths without question. As a result, you may feel guilt when you earn more, or fear that success will cost you your value. Joseph Murphy taught that the first to attracting money is identifying and removing these mental blocks. Awareness is the beginning of change. Pay attention to your thoughts and emotions when money comes up. Do you feel discomfort, fear, or resist? Do you find yourself saying things like, "I'm not good with money," or "people like me don't get rich"? These are signs of subconscious blocks. To begin the process of healing, Murphy encouraged the practice of forgiveness. Forgive yourself for past financial mistakes. Forgive others who may have taught you limiting beliefs. Let go of resentment, shame, or anger connected to money. These emotions create resistance that blocks the flow of abundance. Forgiveness clears the path for new beliefs to take root. Replacing guilt with self-worth is another powerful shift. Remind yourself that you are worthy of wealth, not just for personal gain, but to live fully and help others. Money is not evil, it's neutral. It reflects the values of the person using it. When you release guilt and embrace self-worth, you begin to allow prosperity into your life without shame or fear. Murphy said, "You are not here to live in poverty. You are here to live in abundance." That truth must become the foundation of your thinking. You are not meant to struggle. You are meant to grow, thrive, and experience the fullness of life, including financial ease. One effective way to rewrite negative beliefs is through journaling. Write down your current thoughts about money. Be honest. Then write the opposite, positive belief you want to adopt. For example, if your current belief is "I never have enough," replace it with "I always have more than I need." Read these new beliefs daily. Speak them aloud. Visualize them being true. Combine journaling with affirmation. Create a list of empowering statements about money and repeat them every morning. Say them with feeling. Statements like, "I deserve to be wealthy," "I release all blocks to abundance," and "My mind is aligned with prosperity," begin to rewire your subconscious. Over time, your inner dialogue shifts, and your reality follows. Clearing mental blocks is not an overnight process, but each step you take builds momentum. As your beliefs change, your energy changes. And when your energy changes, the world around you begins to respond. Joseph Murphy's techniques have been used by countless people around the world to transform their financial lives. These changes didn't happen through luck or chance. They came through a shift in mindset. When people began to apply his principles, they started seeing real, tangible results. One man had been searching for a better job for years, with no success. He felt stuck, unappreciated, and financially limited. After reading Murphy's work, he began practicing daily visualization. Every morning he closed his eyes and imagined himself working at his dream job, feeling fulfilled, valued, and well paid. He repeated affirmations like, "I am ready for new opportunities," and "My ideal job is seeking me now." Within a few weeks, he received a call from a company he had never applied to. The offer matched exactly what he had visualized: better pay, meaningful work, and a positive environment. Another example is a woman who had always struggled with financial insecurity. She grew up in a household where money was scarce, and those early experiences shaped her belief that she would never be financially stable. Inspired by Murphy's teachings, she began to challenge that belief. She created a daily practice of gratitude and affirmation. Every night she wrote down things she appreciated about her financial life, even if it was just having food or paying a small bill. She also affirmed, "Money flows to me in many forms, and I am financially supported by the universe." Slowly, unexpected money began to appear: a refund check, a freelance opportunity, and later, a significant promotion at work. These stories may sound extraordinary, but they are not miracles. They are examples of what happens when a person aligns their subconscious with abundance. The mind is the starting point. When your thoughts shift, your actions, decisions, and energy begin to shift too. You become more open, more confident, and more aware of opportunities you might have missed before. Murphy emphasized that your outer world is a reflection of your inner world. These people didn't change their circumstances first. They changed their beliefs. That inner change created the space for financial breakthroughs to occur. If you want to see results in your own life, start by applying the same techniques. Begin with small steps. Choose one affirmation that speaks to you and repeat it daily. Visualize a goal for 5 minutes each morning. Write down your financial intentions and read them before bed. Consistency is key. These practices may seem simple, but they create powerful shifts over time. You don't need to force or chase success. When your mindset is aligned with wealth, the right people, situations and ideas come to you naturally. The universe responds to what you believe, and Joseph Murphy's teachings show that wealth is not a secret reserved for a few. It's a mindset, available to all. Your thoughts have power. When you use that power wisely, money becomes just one of many blessings that flow into your life. Wealth is about more than money. It's about peace, freedom, and the ability to live life on your own terms. When you have financial security, you have space to breathe, time to grow, and the freedom to help others. True wealth is a balance of material comfort and inner well-being. But this journey doesn't happen overnight. It requires patience and faith. Your subconscious mind responds to repetition, belief, and consistency. You may not see changes right away, but if you stay committed to your new thoughts and practices, the results will come. Don't let doubt take over. Trust that your mind is working for you, even when you can't see the full picture. Joseph Murphy believed that we are all creators of our own reality. When you take control of your thoughts, you take control of your future. The wealth you desire is not outside of you, it's waiting to be unlocked from within. As you move forward, repeat these affirmations daily. I am worthy of wealth. Money flows to me with ease, and my thoughts create my financial success. Say them with belief, and let them shape your new reality. Remember his words, change your thoughts, and you change your destiny. If you believe in the power of the mind and the possibility of attracting abundance, share this message. Like, subscribe, and spread the energy of prosperity. The more you believe, the more you receive.